Shalom. All praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham, Rochachodash. Yahweh being the name of the Heavenly Father, whom the world ignorantly calls God, and Yahweh Shai being the name of his only begotten Son, whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, in the name of the Holy Spirit. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and peace and mercy to the house of David, the elect, the 144,000 men that are doing his work in sincerity and truth, and those 1/3 of men, women, and children that are listening, learning, and believing in all sincerity. To you all, I say shalom. So, Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. I stumbled across this article today, and it's something that, we've been hearing for years now about people leaving America, all right? And, right now, this is an Amalekite who's talking about this. I'm assuming, I believe so. But, when you read certain scriptures, let me just get it real quick, before I read this article. And this is why you got to have a better understanding of the scriptures as well. I'm going to go to Revelation 18 real quick. Okay. Because when you have a misunderstanding of the scriptures, which is not related to this article, but when you have a misunderstanding of the scriptures, things like this take place. All right. This is Revelation 18:4. It says, "And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, that ye receive not of her plagues." And this is talking about the spiritual, the physical deliverance of the Israelites are actually being delivered out of, into the chariots. But certain people will see things like this and think that it's talking about Babylon. That means to leave Babylon, to flee Babylon. You have other people that thinks it's talking about not sinning and things like that, but this is the literal deliverance, and there's another verse that's similar to this, I believe in the Old Testament. Micah 2:10, when they say arise and depart, so people will read those when you come into the truth, be like, oh, I got to leave America. But I got like two other verses I really want to hit on, but let me read some of this article. So this says, it's by an opinion contributor, Mark Lewin, and this is I never thought I would. It's from USA Today. "I never thought I would leave America, but 2020 has me keeping my options open." All right, so we live in the year 2020, and people are thinking about leaving America. Why? Because America is a cesspool, man. America is a shit stain on the face of the earth. So, like, I had to take a phone call. But this says, not long ago, a couple I know told my wife and me they were thinking about leaving the country should President Donald Trump be reelected on November 3rd. But over Rosh Hashanah, that's how Amalek, dinner on September 18th, the idea went from theoretical to serious, given the sudden death of Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg. The mixture of her passing and what it might portend for a host of issues they care about, such as LGBTQ rights, combined with the polarized nature of our politics today, was a bridge too far. So now they are stepping up from the process of looking for a new country to call home. High on their list of places to go, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand. All right, so let me go to a scripture on that. Because this is prophecy. See, that's what people don't understand. When people fleeing America, that's prophecy. And see, people will think, oh, I'm just going to up and leave. No, the Lord is putting the spirit on certain people to go back to their homelands, okay? This is Isaiah 13:14. It says, "And it shall be as the chase row and as the sheep that no man taketh up. They shall every man turn to his own people and flee everyone to his own land." So in these times of wars, we know this is ultimately talking about the thermonuclear destruction. But in these times of wars, we know it's not talking about after the missiles hit, because after the missiles hit, it's going to be too late to flee back to your home country. Either you getting beamed up or you getting destroyed. If you in America when the Messiah, Yahweh Shai, returns, one of those two options are taking place. Okay, so we know that this is talking about pre-missile. Okay, so you're going to start seeing vast majorities of people leaving and fleeing to their homeland because the Lord might be, we know it's talking about the heathen are going to be put into slavery, right? So a lot of those heathen that are fleeing America, the Lord is preserving them for slavery. That's the spirit of them having to want to leave this country. You know, the Lord is putting a spirit on these people to want to leave. And that's because there's so much chaos going on here in America. So many things, you know, and it's talking about their care about the LGBTQ rights. Man, hey, that should make you want to leave. All right. You know what I'm saying? That should make you want to get out of this place. It says a number of others I've talked to recently, Salakia, a number of others I've talked to recently have voiced similar thoughts, which brings to mind a question I've been pondering. Should I join them? Even asking the question seems to provoke a primal response in some people, perhaps because it seems unpatriotic. That's right. So people, they love their nation, man. These that patriotism is a love, high spirited idea of your country. All right. So he says a primal response. Some people are like, what? Are you crazy? Like they think it's unorthodox and wild to want to flee to their homeland or want to flee to another country. OK, it says, but if we talk endlessly about why people immigrate to America and the rules by which they should come, why shouldn't we talk openly about why people leave or think about doing so? Right. So all of these people that come over to America think that this is the land of the free. Let me. What is that? Isaiah 14:4. Salakia. It says, thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, how hath the oppressor ceased? The golden city ceased. And America is that golden city, man. All right. So right now they paint America like it's the place to be. But in reality, people are coming over here to their demise and real talk. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is the place. When you read Revelation 18:3, it talks about let me just go to it. You know, this is the place where all of that whoredoms is coming from, man. What's that? Revelation, the 12th chapter? Revelation 18:3, for all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. So this is how you know you really can't go anywhere, because all of the other countries are mimicking and modeling after the United States. All right. So all of the other countries aren't too far behind as far as like the ideas of this place. All right. You know, he's going to go into some of the reasons why people leave, you know, but when you think about the LGBTQ, the homosexuality, that's going to be if it's not where you at, it's coming over there, man. All right, to another country. All right, all of these things are through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, because this place tells the whole world how it should act and how it should behave. Okay, it says, for all the nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her. So they're on the same wavelength. And the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. So everybody tries to be like America. Okay. This says, fair weather citizens. Some would certainly argue that there is never a reason, at least not a good one, to leave America. Because that's another thing. When you live in America, your thought of, you know, of course, people travel to other countries, but their thought is this has the best freedoms in the world. This country has the best medical care. This place has the most, what's they call the land of the free, you know, the land of opportunity. So they think this is the best opportunities that you're going to get, which is not always true, man. All right. They got the worst education here. We got the highest people and we got the highest, most amount of prisons and people in prison. That's because we got Israel here, the so-called blacks, Native Americans, and Hispanics. All right. We've got the most racist people here, the most proud people here. All right. And if you're a minority, okay, a matter of fact, I'm not even saying minority. If you're an Israelite, your chances are being cut off. But a lot of times those other nations, the heathen, come over here because they get governmental business checks. You know what I'm saying? They can start their own businesses. They get different type of things they get from immigration. But from migrating over here to here, all right. But Israel don't get none of that, man. Israel, you know, you got Issachar trying to sneak under the border and Ephraim trying to smuggle their way in. You know, for what? Thinking that because you got they make a little bit more money here, but this place is truly hell, man. Okay. It says, not a good one to leave America. Just like very few of us would abandon our favorite sports team, the Yankees, in favor of the Boston Red Sox, for instance, or switch political affiliation from red to blue or vice versa. So they're saying that's how your level of commitment is to patriotism and to America, which is really, it's going to be for these people demise. All right. I got Jeremiah, but I'm going to hold that. Let me just keep reading a little bit. Nowadays, though, the unthinkable seems newly thinkable for a growing number of people, including myself. Consider the following. While the federal government doesn't track how many citizens leave the U.S. for an extended period of time, if not forever, an estimate by the Association of Americans Resident Overseas, which tracks the comings and goings of expatriates or expats, put the number at nearly 9 million. So 9 million people would decide to go and leave America, man. That is more than double of the 1999 figure, which means the number of people leaving the country is growing faster than the growth rate of the United States itself, man. So this lets you know people are leaving America. People are trying to flee this place. But is that up for us, the hopeful elect, Lord willing, we at that number, to want to leave America? Is that up for, is the Lord talking to Israel when people are leaving America? No. All right. Our only way out of judgment, our only way out of any place and anything is through salvation of our Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. That's literally the only way out. All right. And if you don't have that settled in your mind, then hey, get ready for destruction. If you think that the Lord can't save you, all right, if you're an Israelite, okay, it says his hand is not shortened that he cannot save, man. So if you believe in the things that we say, then your safety and your salvation and your freedom and your rights are going to come through salvation of the Lord. All right. According to 1 Thessalonians 4:16 on down, man. All right. According to Matthew 24:30, man. All right. That's the way to your salvation. According to Luke 21:26 on down. All right. That's your way of salvation, man. All right. Through the chariots of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, not from getting on a damn plane or a boat and thinking that you're going to make it into another limit. Because matter of fact, when I read, let me go back and read it one more time, because this is also something that you got to understand. All right, because the Lord said, what did he say about Israel in Deuteronomy 28? Did he not say that no man shall buy, we shall not see our homeland again, man? The Lord said we weren't going to see our homeland again, which is not literal. It means that in this time before the Lord returns, man. Okay, we're not going to see Israel again. We're as a nation. You got Israelites who go over there and buy land and slaughter goats, you know, but they don't understand the way of the Lord. Isaiah 13:14, one more time. It says, and it shall be as the chased roe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up, they shall every man turn to his own people and flee everyone to his own land. All right. So Israel, where you going to go? You so-called blacks, Native Americans, and Hispanics. You know, of course, some of y'all live in Brazil. That's your birthland, or Nicaragua. So y'all can probably go back to them places. All right. But let's be real. Those aren't our homelands. Those are lands of our captivity. So who y'all going to get up and you going to go back to Israel? You going to go back to Jerusalem? Nah, man, that ain't your homeland. The Lord got to decimate that place. You got to turn that place asunder too. So ain't nowhere we can go. Our only way to go is up, man. All right. But some of these people, like the countries they named, were Canada, New Zealand, Australia. Those are the lands of their forefathers. Okay. That's where their people got land and riches and wealth. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nowhere we can go, man. Let me get this now. This is Jeremiah 50. And I'm going to start at 15. It says, shout against her round about. She hath given her hand. Her foundations are fallen. Her walls are thrown down, for it is the vengeance of the Lord. Take vengeance upon her as she had done, do unto her. So this is the Lord getting judgment on Babylon, America, man. All right. And that's what's going to happen. This place is going to be completely and utterly thrown down by the vengeance of the Lord, by thermonuclear missiles and by chariots. All right. Verse 16. And this is the point. It says, cut off the sower from Babylon and him that handleth the sickle in the time of harvest. And that's talking about Esau, Edom, man. You know, he's the sower from Babylon. He's the one that's sowing wickedness. All right. It says, sow and ye shall reap. All right. He's sowing wickedness all over the earth. So he's sowing violence all over the earth. So the Lord is going to reap unto him violence and vengeance and judgment. OK. It says, for fear of the oppressing sword, they shall turn everyone to his people, and they shall flee everyone to his own land. So from fear, these Edomites even feeling oppressed, man. Okay, because he's going to talk about the economy. All right. Right here it says, what happened to the old ACLU? The ACLU used to defend religious freedom. Now they target Catholic adoption agencies. So they think that's the reason to flee. All right. And what about our religious freedoms, man? They don't even let us. We can't even put up a YouTube video talking about the history of Esau, Edom. You know, and they ain't about defending religious freedom, man. religious freedoms. Edomites just want to live and how they want to live without interruptions, man. Okay. It says, what's behind the outflux of Americans? Economics clearly plays its part. So the money system, they're seeing this dollar collapse. All right. You're seeing a lack of jobs. You're seeing people lose, especially now with COVID. All right. People are looking for different options and opportunities. It says either lack of opportunities here, right, or better ones elsewhere. So even if it's a lack here, if it's not, you can find better ones elsewhere where you can get paid more money and have a better lifestyle, right? It says, so does fear caused by events like the 2017 white supremacist rally in Charlottesville, Virginia? One man recently posted on Facebook that he planned to leave the country if Obamacare was overturned by a newly conservative Supreme Court because he has a pre-existing medical condition. And let's not forget taxes. All right, so people are leaving because of taxes. People are leaving because of the healthcare system. People are leaving because of the economy. It says Edward Savarin, the Facebook co-founder, renounced his U.S. citizenship in 2019 and decamped to Singapore ahead of the company's initial public offering, apparently to protect his billions from American taxes. American be waxing your ass, man. You can get more money and save more money and have a better lifestyle other places, but not you, Jake. Not you, Israel. You stay your ass right here in America, all right? Unless it's job-wise. Like, say, for instance, you got a job opportunity that's in another country. Okay, go to another country and do the work. But if you weren't requested to come over, don't be looking up, Googling jobs, you know what I'm saying, in another country so you can try to flee Babylon, man. Okay? Our point is the only way we're going to flee Babylon is through salvation and through learning who we are in this Bible, man. That's the only way you so-called blacks, Native Americans, and Hispanics can get out of here, by repenting and coming humbly back into the Lord and seeking him and asking for mercy. That's the only way, man. Because your ass, you'll go over to Singapore, all right, and the Lord still have a missile. You'll go over there and take a chip. Lord will still have a missile come take you out, man. You go over there and not take a chip, all right, but you decided not to follow the Lord. The Lord will have a chariot zap you, man. Okay? All right, it says the thought of leaving for me would have seemed utterly out of the question until recently, given my family history. My maternal grandfather, Henry, decided to leave his homeland, Germany, in 1934 to come to the U.S. and live the American dream as an insurance executive until his death in 1996. But see, like this picture, the American dream, like the picture I'm going to have up, the American dream is over. It's over, man. It's a nightmare. It says, as a result of his experience, I saw and generally continue to see America as a safe harbor, a place you run to, not a place you run from. But this is the place to run from, man. This is the fall of America, man. The fall of America is what's the word that they use? Is imperative. All right, it's another word too that starts with an I. You know, it's going to happen. It's inevitable. All right. The demise of America is inevitable. All right. The dollar's going to collapse. The RFID chip's going to be implemented. They're going to push these vaccines. Your homes are going to be overturned. You're going to be thrown out. Your goods are going to be taken. Martial law is coming. And the Messiah is returning. This is biblical prophecy, man. Okay. Salakia. All right. So I want to scroll down. It says, so what will I do? For the moment, nothing. Even if I wanted to go, there's the question whether in the age of COVID-19, any country would have me. And American, given the high infection rates here. America has like one of the highest infection rates in the world. It says, that said, even if there were such a country, I still maintain a stubborn optimism in America's ability to correct its current excesses. That was one of the lessons of Watergate. The system works despite those, in that case, President Richard Nixon, intent on testing its limits, but that doesn't mean I'm not keeping a watchful eye on the shifting sands of the political landscape. Meanwhile, just to be on the safe side, I'll make sure to keep my passport in good working order. Hey, it's over for these people, man. All right, see that? The elephant in the room? Look at that picture. This one. It says the elephant in the room, racism, greed, and incompetence inside the political system. Okay? This place is through. Benedict Donald. This place is going down. See that? The moment America has been waiting for, you're fired. All right? But America is getting fired. Not just Donald Trump, man. Okay? This place is going downhill, man. So, you know, those are pretty much the scriptures I want to hit on, man. All right. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shah, America is going to be destroyed. So and the real talk, let me get Revelation. I'm going to end it off with this one. You think you're getting the better end of the deal by leaving America, but that's because you don't understand prophecy. You don't listen to the Israelites. All right. The wicked shall not understand. But ain't no escaping, you know, let me ask Salakia. I got to get this one first, actually. I got to get this one because that's the way of an Edomite. Tripping. That's the way of an Edomite. An Edomite will sit up and think that he can just get on a plane or a boat and just go and the Lord and he can have his way in another land. That's what Edomites think, man. Okay? This is Amos 5:19. It says, as if a man did flee from a lion, and a bear met him, or went into the house and leaned on his hand on the wall, and a serpent bit him. Okay, so basically, you can't escape the judgment of the Lord. Okay, I'm going to read 18, actually. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. All right, so you can't escape the judgment of the Lord. Okay, people will think, oh, I can flee the problems that are over here in America and go live somewhere else. He said, I'm going to keep my passport handy. All right, and then, you know, the scriptures talk about, you know, basically a man shall desire to go into a city. And see, right now, that's already happening because what did he say? What country is going to accept me? So in a way, that's already being implemented. But this is going to be implemented on a higher level where you're literally not going to be able to leave certain parameters. This is 2 Ezra 15:17. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled. The houses shall be destroyed and men shall be afraid. All right. So you're going to desire to go places. It ain't going to happen, man. Lord going to shut it down. So just like you thought you can get away from the judgment and the economy and the bad things going on here in America, you going to go over there. All right. Thinking that you're getting away from the nuclear missiles, thinking it's going to be Edomites like, oh, I'm so glad I left America. All right. I got away before the missiles came down. All right. But this is your judgment. This is Revelation 13:9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth to captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. So you Edomites, you Amalekites, you so-called Jews, you so-called white people, you Hamites, you so-called Africans, you Elamites, you so-called Indians, you so-called East Indians, you so-called Chinese, you Moabites, you so-called Japanese, you Ammonites. All right. No matter if you flee back to your land and thought you escaped the judgment of the Lord, you gonna be slaves, man. If the Lord don't destroy where you at or kill you off anyway, you're going to be slaves. So it ain't you're gonna be the first. You get the first fruits of slavery for the kingdom of heaven. So it ain't no escaping this, man. So, hey, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I want to give all the praise, all the honor, and all the glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachakodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and peace and mercy to the house of David, the elect. Until next time, Shalom.